Ouch. This is so annoying. I cannot concentrate on our conversation.
What is wrong, Mark? You have been fidgeting and scratching your arm for the last 5 minutes. Is something bothering you?
It is this mosquito bite on my forearm. I got it a few minutes ago and it is driving me absolutely crazy. The itching is getting more and more intense.
Oh, a mosquito bite. Let me see it. Oh, wow, that is a big one. It is already quite red and swollen. You have a little lump there.
I know, and it is so hard not to scratch it. It is the only thing my brain can think about right now. It is amazing how something so small can be so irritating.
I know exactly what you mean. It is a very distracting feeling. We are sitting here in this beautiful park in Vienna. The sun is shining, but all you can focus on is a tiny insect bite.
It is true. I feel like the mosquito is winning. It has ruined my peaceful Friday afternoon. I think I am one of those people that mosquitoes really like. They always seem to find me in a crowd.
Some people definitely seem to get bitten more than others. I am usually quite lucky, but when I do get a bite, I have a very strong reaction. My bites get very big and swollen, just like yours.
So you understand my pain. It feels like a tiny fire on my skin. I am trying so hard to be polite and not scratch it like a wild animal.
Well, you are doing a good job of resisting, but I can see the struggle in your face. It is a real test of willpower, isn't it?
It really is. The urge to scratch is so strong. It feels like it would provide some temporary relief.
I know it feels that way, but you must try your best not to scratch it. It is the most important rule of dealing with mosquito bites.
But why is it so bad to scratch? It is a natural reaction. My body wants me to do it.
I know, but when you scratch, you irritate the skin even more. Your fingernails can break the skin, which can lead to an infection. That would be much worse than a simple itch.
An infection? I did not think of that. That does sound much worse. So scratching is a short-term solution that creates a long-term problem.
Exactly. Scratching also makes the body release more histamine, which is the chemical that causes the itching in the first place. So when you scratch, you are actually making the bite itchier in the long run. It is a vicious circle.
More histamine. So scratching makes it itchier. That explains so much. I have noticed that before. I scratch, it feels good for a second, and then a minute later, the itch is back, and it is 10 times stronger.
That is the vicious circle. I learned that the hard way. A few years ago, I got a terrible bite on my ankle. I could not stop scratching it, especially at night when I was half asleep.
What happened? Did it get infected, like you said?
Yes, it did. I broke the skin and it got infected. It became very red, hot, and painful. I had to go to the doctor and get some antibiotic cream. It took 2 weeks to heal. It was a big lesson for me. Now, I never scratch my bites.
A 2-week infection from one mosquito bite. That is a scary story. You have successfully convinced me I will not scratch this bite. But what can I do? I need to do something to relieve this terrible itching.
There are a few simple things you can do. The easiest and quickest remedy is to apply something cold to the bite. The cold helps to reduce the swelling and it numbs the skin a little, which stops the itching sensation.
Something cold? That makes sense. Like what? An ice pack? We are in the middle of a park, so I do not have an ice pack in my pocket.
An ice pack would be perfect, but you can be creative. Do you have a can of a cold drink? Or even a bottle of cold water? You can press that against the bite.
A cold drink can. I do have one of those in my bag. I bought a can of soda just before we came to the park. Let me get it.
Perfect. Just press the cold metal part of the can directly onto the swollen bite. Hold it there for a few minutes.
Okay, I am trying it now. Ooh, that is very cold. But wow, it actually feels really good. The intense itching is starting to fade away. It feels much calmer now.
I told you it would work. The cold is constricting the blood vessels and reducing the inflammation. It is a very effective and simple trick. You can do it for about 10 minutes.
This is so much better. The relief is amazing. I can think clearly again. You are a genius, Sarah. You have saved my afternoon.
I am happy I could help. It is a good trick to know, especially during the summer in Austria. The mosquitoes here can be very active, especially in the evenings and near water.
That is true. We are quite close to the river. I should have been more prepared. This brings me to my next question. How do we prevent this from happening again? I do not want to spend the rest of our afternoon fighting off mosquitoes.
The best way to prevent bites is to use an insect repellent. I put some on before I left my apartment. That is probably why they are biting you and not me.
You are wearing insect repellent? You are so smart and prepared. I did not even think about it. I was just so excited to get out and enjoy the sunny afternoon that I did not think about the consequences.
It is an easy thing to forget. There are many different kinds of repellent. You can get sprays, lotions, or even wipes. They contain a chemical that mosquitoes do not like, so they stay away from you.
I will have to buy some on my way home tonight. I need to be better prepared for our next trip to the park. Are there any natural options? I am not a big fan of spraying chemicals on my skin.
Yes, there are some natural alternatives. Some people use essential oils like citronella, lavender, or tea tree oil. They can work, but you often have to apply them more frequently than the chemical repellents.
Citronella. I know that smell. They make candles with it to keep mosquitoes away during barbecues. It is interesting to think about why they bite some people more than others. Is it really true?
Yes, scientific studies have shown that it is true. Mosquitoes are attracted to a few different things. They are attracted to the carbon dioxide that we breathe out. So people who are larger or who are exercising tend to get bitten more.
That is fascinating. So it is not just my imagination. They are also attracted to other things, right? Like certain colors?
That is also true. They're more attracted to dark colors, like black and dark blue. So it is better to wear light-colored clothing in the summer. They are also attracted to certain scents, like perfume, and even the smell of some people's skin. It is a very complex science.
It really is. I am wearing a dark green sweater today, so that is probably not helping me. So many mistakes in one day. My cold can is getting warm now. The itching is starting to come back a little bit.
The cold provides temporary relief. For longer-lasting relief, you really need to apply a proper afterbite cream or gel.
An afterbite cream? I should have bought some of that at the pharmacy this morning. I am very unprepared today.
Well, today is your lucky day. I am a very prepared person. I always carry a small first aid kit in my handbag, and I am almost certain I have some afterbite cream in there. Let me look.
You have a first aid kit in your bag? Sarah, you are the most prepared person I have ever met. You are like a walking emergency service.
My mother always taught me to be prepared. Ah, yes, here it is. A small tube of soothing cream for insect bites. You can use some.
Thank you so much. You are a lifesaver. This is amazing. Should I just put a small amount directly onto the bite?
Yes, just a small dot of cream. Rub it in gently. This cream has a mild antihistamine in it, which will counteract the chemical reaction that causes the itch. It also has a cooling effect.
I am putting it on now. Oh, that feels very nice. It feels cool and soothing. I think this is going to work much better than the cold can. The itching has almost completely disappeared.
I am glad. That should give you relief for a few hours. Now, the sun is starting to set. This is prime time for mosquitoes. I suggest we do not stay here on this bench.
That is a very good idea. I do not want to get any more bites. Where should we go?
Let's walk over to that small hill over there. It is a bit more open and windy. Mosquitoes do not like the wind. It makes it harder for them to fly. And then we can watch the sunset from there.